Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy CG. We're back at CG Productions, finally. So, some years back, I did a review on the Townsend Labs L22 Sphere. That company has been acquired by Universal Audio. They have come out with their own branded line of the Sphere. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the Sphere is a mic modeling microphone, which they've put together a package of some amazing microphones based off of just some amazing talent. In that video, my main point was like, once you have this microphone, it kind of doesn't matter. And I still kind of feel that way today because I still use this microphone. I still use the Sphere. It's still like, it's still the same answer. Like I couldn't see myself getting anything else. As a matter of fact, I said if I were to get another microphone, it would have to be another Sphere because it just makes sense in my recording process and the things that I do. I think that's kind of what's happening right now. We have I guess, I don't want to say new and improved. We don't know. I'm actually doing this blind. This is my first thoughts on these microphones. And so we're gonna start this off with a unboxing. What better way to do that than to pull out the OG Townsend Lab microphone. So you guys see that. The OG. Now, this, to me, I love this case because obviously you can see there's been a lot of wear and tear. I've taken this thing everywhere, mountains, all kinds of stuff. Like I've put in work with this microphone and it's held up through everything. I've never had any issues out of it. It's been just an amazing piece of equipment. Like I said, like this is just the OG. This is always going to be legendary for me because this is something that I could imagine like wanting for a long time because it's just, especially when you're new into audio, it's hard to find the right microphone if you don't know. So all you're doing is going off of what everyone else is saying. Hey, this suggestion, that suggestion, da 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 da. You get everything in one package here where you can use one microphone and figure out later on in the process what microphone you want to use. So here we go. Now, a couple things missing, obviously, because this microphone is used. It's got these nice little cutouts and everything. You got your microphone here. It normally has a dust cover over it, but I actually I just put it back in the box just so I can do this little presentation. It came with a 10-foot cable, the microphone with the dust cover, shock mount, extra bands, and your standard mount. So, and then, you got your lid that's kind of cushied up. It makes it feel like a premium package. Just the presentation of this thing, and I think they done such a great job just putting together the package itself. I've done everything with this thing. But the question is, what's the difference between the OG legend Townsend Lab L22 Sphere and the new school? So we're gonna start at their lower end. I'm doing this blind. I haven't even plugged any of these in or anything like that. Here we are. We have the Sphere LX by Universal Audio. Now this is their smaller or cheaper. Well, I don't want to say cheaper, more affordable, even more affordable than the L22 itself or the DLX. So this is their LX microphone, and this says it comes with 20 of the most sought after ribbon, condenser, and dynamic microphones ever made. Change mic types, polar patterns, and other microphone characteristics. Even after tracking includes mic stand mount, 10-foot cable, and carrying case. So let's do it. So the first thing that you're presented with is a kind of a hard shell fabric case here. Here we are. It has a little rubberized handle on it. The case is nice. This is really nice. All right, so let's zip her open. And you also have, okay, so we got some literature here. This is just a thick piece of cardboard, just some basic information. Then we have the old mic stand mount. So this doesn't come with a shock mount. And what I'm interested to see is, will the shock mount for the L22 Sphere or the DLX Sphere work on this microphone? It would make a lot of sense that it does, but hey, we don't quite know yet. So here we go. Now, I mean, this is right off the bat, it's very, very small microphone. I mean, this thing is nice. So you got your calibration switch and, you know, basically your orientation pattern. It feels very nice. It's smaller, but this thing still has some weight to it. Like it's not, it doesn't feel cheap at all. I mean, this thing, I'm not gonna lie, like just holding it, just the weight of it makes it, like, even though it's smaller, it's a lower price, it makes it feel expensive. Like this feels legit. This is the Sphere LX by Universal Audio. All right, so now you have this little zip up pouch here, and let's check these cables out, because I always get custom cables. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. I get all my cables from Redco Audio. These are Reen. I don't know this company, but this is a actual universal. This is nice. I'm not gonna lie, like the cable is super nice. Like it's got a nice little Y split at the end, little Universal Audio cable tie. I like this part. I like this part even more than, like, because I have a cable that I had built, but having this piece in it, it makes it feel like it's gonna last and you're not gonna have any issues with this cable because of the Y split. And I haven't had any issues with mine, but I like that's nice. And also the cables are the same thickness going out, so like they're very, very robust. Right here it has laser etched on, 2 rear on your red side, 1 front on the black side. Now, I mean, this is awesome when you're trying to figure out, okay, what cable goes to what port. The quality of this thing, just, it feels amazing. Let's put this guy back. This is the first time me actually opening everything up and seeing what's what. I'm not gonna say like this is what Townsend Labs needed. I mean, they did what they needed to do to get the product out there and get it into our hands. All right, so here it is, the big boy, Sphere DLX. Obviously, same type of case. It's obviously a lot bigger. Let's open up the big question. All right, so you got your shock mount, you got your stand mount, another one of those thick cardboard pieces in there. Oh, that's nice. This doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel any cheaper. Obviously it's Universal Audio. I do like the hard case, but I mean, this makes just as much sense. Man, this thing is, hold on, let's just get that out the way. I love matte black, so oh my god, it feels amazing. So on the back of this we have the pad. So we got a 20 dB pad, got your cal on and off. Now what I want to do, let's go ahead and go through, let's look at this cable. Now, the Sphere L22 came with a 10-foot cable, and that's why I had my own cable made. The DLX has a 25-foot cable, and it has that same nice little Y break right here. This thing is built to last. Again, it has the laser etched 1 front, 2 rear. I like that the cables are color coded. I like that one is red and one is black. It just makes everything a lot more simple. And again, the cable is also Universal Audio Sphere's own mic cable. One of the things that we all were looking at is, what is the difference between a Sphere DLX and the L22 Sphere? Well, we're going to find out. So when it comes to appearance, it's exactly the same. Obviously, the DLX has a nicer satin matte finish, and the Sphere has more kind of like a semi-gloss black finish on it, which I still like both. I mean, matte's just, I mean, you can't go wrong with matte black. It's hard to go wrong with matte black, and especially satin matte. Regardless, there are some other things that I'm curious about. Now, when you turn it over on the back, it's the exact same pads and switches. Actually, the Sphere, okay, look at, I mean, the L22 Sphere has your 10 dB pad and your 20 dB pad. So that's the only difference that I see on here, is that the Universal Audio Sphere, they got rid of the 10 dB pad and just put a 20 dB pad onto it. But yeah, that's the only difference that I see between these two, is that. But other than that, they are identical. Obviously, this has the shiny grill, and this has a more kind of, I don't know, silver matte grill. Again, on the LX, you don't have any pad on it. So I guess it kind of goes down the line of missing 10 dB, missing all of the dB, and then this one has your 10 and 20 dB. This is one of those things that where the Townsend Labs microphone had to, it just made the most sense to go to Universal Audio. You're doing, and that was probably one of my first initial thoughts, this microphone, is that it should be part of Universal Audio, because they are famously known for modeling recording equipment. And so now you have this microphone that's now being famously known for modeling microphones, which Universal Audio didn't really have anything like that. So adding this was just, it's just a very smart thing to do. I think that they done a great job with the rebranding and everything. And my question is, though, now we all know that the L22 Sphere glows. I don't know if the DLX or the LX glows. So we're gonna check that out. So that's gonna be the next part of our video. Let's check it out and see how they sound.